Okay, hello, and welcome to our Mind Awakening channel. And today we're going to be talking about three biggest enemies of success. Okay, three biggest enemies of success. And the first thing I would want to talk about in this series or in this line is the comfort zone. The comfort zone. Now, there are many people who want to succeed, and yet they still want to be comfortable in where they find themselves. They still want to be comfortable doing the things that are easy. They still want to be comfortable, do not want any kind of burden or trouble. But this is definitely one of the enemies of success. Definitely one of the enemies of success, because success is not a comfortable zone. Okay, it is not a comfortable zone. You cannot learn swimming without a pool or water. You cannot play soccer without a field. You cannot, I mean, play basketball without a court. And the same way, you cannot also learn success without challenges. And so people who generally have a dislike and disdain for challenges have nothing to do with success, actually have nothing to do with success. And so people generally want to be comfortable in where they find themselves. They do not want to push further. They do not want to be disturbed in any way. They do not want to, try, new things out. And that is definitely, a big enemy of success, because trust you me, if you want to succeed, then you must be looking at pushing yourself beyond your comfortable zone. That is, you are entering into uncomfortable zone, uncomfortable waters. You definitely have to try on new things. So let me give you a very practical example. So currently I'm in New York, and I am here to attend a conference that is happening next week. And I am here in advance to actually do some invitations, invite some VIPs and some people to attend the conference. So I tried to invite from one institution that is a very high institution, and there is someone I actually know over there, and I was hoping to get some help. But this person was not actually around. He's been moving back and forth, so he was not available to help me. And whenever I go there, because I do not really have an appointment, so it was becoming difficult meeting, the boss of that institution and the person that I wanted to invite. And it's not like I know this person personally as well. I do not know this person personally. And so each time that I went there, it was a challenge. Okay. Nobody was really willing to help. They wanted me to just go by the rules and go by the protocols. But I just wasn't getting results. Okay. I went there, yesterday and today once again, but today I decided to push a bit further. And then in doing that, I had to break protocols. I had to go against the rules, I really wanted to talk to somebody who I knew could make a decision, making me meet this person and inviting the person. It was very uncomfortable, both with me and with the workers there, because that was not the route, okay, to go through. I needed to have an appointment and all that. But if you really want to succeed with doing something, it is not a comfortable place. It is not a comfortable place. But thankfully, I was able to push and push till I met somebody, and then they could really connect me to the boss that I wanted to invite. And I came out with a confirmation of this person attending the program. And so I want to encourage you that if you are really thinking about success, then you must start taking out comfort out of the equation, because success is not a comfortable place. Okay, it's not a comfortable place. Now, There are many people, and this is the second enemy of success that I want to talk about. There are many people who have generally learned a state of helplessness. Okay, they easily, accept that something cannot be done. They easily accept that something is impossible, right? They easily accept that condition, that this is not possible. I cannot do it. There is nobody to help me, and they feel so helpless. Okay, and so if you are a person who has generally learned a state of helplessness, then forget about success as well. Forget about success, because it is not for the weak-hearted. It is not for those who easily accept failure, those who easily think this cannot be done. I can't do it. It doesn't work that way. Okay. And so, you know, I am thankful for a certain mindset that I have, that if there are about 99 things pointing to the fact that something cannot be done, I have this mindset of actually looking for just one condition that tells me it can be done. Okay, so instead of leaning towards the 99 factors for which I think this cannot be done, I'm more, leaning towards the one factor that is telling me that this can be done. So there are people who, through past experiences, okay, through past conditions, have learned this state of helplessness. Anything they want to do, they just start with the mind, I can't do it. It cannot be done. It cannot be achieved. This is so difficult. And there are people like this. Okay, there are people like this. They feel like they need help in everything. Okay, so if there is nobody they know, they think like this is impossible. If they are going to a place that, they don't know anybody, they think that, how can I meet the boss? I can't do it. Okay, no, if you're accustomed to this state of mind, forget about success. Okay, forget about it. Because if you are always of the view that you cannot do something, you are already defeated in mind. And let me tell you this, because the real battle is really happening in your mind, not on the ground. The first and foremost battle happens in your mind. And so when you lose that battle in mind, you are most likely to lose on the ground. But when you win in your mind, then you are definitely going to win on the ground. So come out from that mindset of learned helplessness. I can't do it. It cannot be done. I'm going to fail. Come out quickly from that, okay? And believe that all the forces of heaven are behind you, helping you. And I'm really thankful for mindset education, because, even if 1,000 people have tried something and it didn't work, I kind of have the mind that when I try, it's going to work. I cannot have that mind. Okay, and it really helps. Okay, so let us learn how to come out from, the I cannot do mindset, I cannot do spirit. Let's learn how to come out from that mentality, and first of all, have a positive mind that you can do it. And then when you're wired to think that you can do it, you start seeing opportunities that beforehand you could not see, and you actually start looking for help that beforehand you did not look for. And so this is definitely one of the enemies of success: learned helplessness. And the last thing that I would want to talk about in this line is the path of least resistance. Okay, the path of least resistance. In other words, choosing the easiest path. Okay, no shortcut to success. You have to remember this. There is no shortcut to success. Okay, and so if you are presented with two paths, of course, it is human instinct that we normally would choose the easiest path. Nobody deliberately would want to choose the difficult path. But if you really do want to succeed, you must actually start trying more burdensome path. Because think about it, before the caterpillar becomes a butterfly, okay, it has to break out from the shell. Okay, it has to break out, and it continuously flips the wings, trying to come out of that shell that it finds itself in order to come out as a butterfly. Now, when you see the caterpillar struggling and you go to help by cutting it open and bringing it out, you've brought it out quite easily, but it's going to die in a short time. Babies, even babies do not come out laughing, they come out crying. And so if the babies even come out without cry, the doctors and the nurses are actually going to scratch the back, beat the feet, trying to make the baby cry, because the first cry is actually what is going to open up the lungs for the baby to start breathing. Okay. And you should remember something. You are here because you made it. And when I say you made it, out of millions of sperms that take a race to fertilization, you made it. And so even your birth itself was a race you won. And so it was not an easy path. It was not an easy path. So people who generally like to choose easy ways, people who generally like to choose the path of least resistance, they also have weak muscles of the heart. They have weaker muscles of the heart. The path of greater resistance, the path of challenges is actually going to build up your muscles of heart, for you to succeed. And so let us remember, okay, let us remember these things, that if you want to succeed, first of all, you've got to come out of your comfort zone. Secondly, you have to come out from that mindset of learned helplessness, and you also have to avoid a path of least resistance. Let's go out there, challenge a lot more, a bit more. Let's go out there and let us take challenging paths, and I bet you're going to learn a lot of things. Do not be afraid to fail, because failure is experience. It's actually a stepping stone that you need to succeed. And so do not be so worried that it did not work out well in the first instance. Keep trying. You're going to learn more approaches of how not to do it in a particular way, leaving you with a few ways that actually do work. And so let us go out there and come out of our comfort zones. Let us go out there and come out from that I cannot do spirit, and let us take more challenging pathways. And then you would actually see success is within your reach. Thank you very much, and God bless you. We'll meet again.